Su Yao, second daughter of Su family. Delicious.
Turns out he's a fool. That makes things easier. You two, take him to the young lady's room.
Steamed bun, steamed bun.
Su, tonight your name as a slut will spread throughout Jincheng.
Su Qingsu, the young lady of the Su family. Hide.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Take him to the young lady's room.
I was in closed-door cultivation, attempting a breakthrough. But unexpectedly, that little thiefling Jia ambushed me. I was in a state of foolishness for 3 years. First, she saved me. And with the once in 10,000 years, Xuanyan Jade body combined, not only did my injuries recover, but I also stepped into the Sword God realm in one fell swoop. It was a blessing in disguise.
This is your hard-earned reward. Today's matter will be treated as if it never happened.
Hey, Su Qingsu. So you're here.
Su Yao. So it was you behind all this.
Who is he? Could it be that you and him? Isn't it just because I caught you in the act? Why are you so angry and embarrassed? Su Qingsu, you wouldn't want the news of Su family's eldest niece having a secret rendezvous with her lover on the eve of her wedding to make headlines in Jincheng, would you? In that case, your marriage agreement with the sword disciple might be in jeopardy.
What do you want?
I want you to give up your inheritance rights to the Su family.
You're dreaming.
Then I'll just have to. You're not foolish anymore.
Seeing as you're Su Qingsu's younger sister, get out now. I'll spare your life.
What are you? How dare you speak to me like that? It seems last night, you served our eldest miss quite well. Originally, you could have taken your reward and lived a carefree life. But now, I'm afraid it won't even be enough for medical expenses. Break his limbs.
Su Yao, you and I don't need to involve others in this, right?
Su Qingsu, what are you? How dare you speak to me like this? Do it? Sword key. You're actually from the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. Su Qingsu, don't get too cocky. Amir, disciple of the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, I still can't protect you. Just you wait. Let's go.
I'll wait.
Just call me Ziwui.
Xiao Waiyi, thank you for today.
The film was translated
You're welcome.
and narrated
You
by
saved
M
me.
Media.
I, Ziwui, will protect you for the rest of your life.
You're thinking too much, handsome. Thank you very much for helping me out. But we just had a one-night stand. There's 5 million in this card. Take this money and leave Jincheng. Never come back.
Su Qingsu. I said I would protect you for the rest of your life. And I will.
The Dragon Guards welcome the return of the Hallmaster. The Dragon Guards were late in protecting you. Please punish us, Hallmaster.
It's fine. This is my destined tribulation. I have entered the Sword God realm. There are no more rivals in this world.
Congratulations, Hallmaster.
John Lan, do you know Su Qingsu?
Reporting to Hallmaster, Su Qingsu is the eldest daughter of the Su family. The second branch of the Su family has always been eyeing her position as heir. They're watching her like a tiger is stalking its prey. If it weren't for the Azure Dragon Sword Sect and Jian Yi Lingtian setting a marriage contract with her, the Su Corporation would probably have changed hands by now.
Ling Jian. Su Qingsu will marry him.
I don't know, but for now it seems the marriage is indeed her best way to protect herself.
My woman, Ziwui's woman, doesn't need to bow to anyone. You don't have to worry about this. I'll go to the Su family myself. Azure Dragon Sword Sect. It's time for you to repay the debt you owed me 3 years ago. It's time for you to repay.
What are you doing?
Sister Qingsu. Why didn't you come with your lover?
Su Yao, you better watch your mouth. Ling Tian, I need an explanation.
Explanation? Su Kinks. Who do you think you are?
Ling Tian, you better understand. You're Su Qingsui's fiancé.
Fiance? Sister Qingsu. When you were in bed with another man, did you forget? You have a fiance? You're so angry today. Could it be that last night, that man didn't satisfy you?
Su Kinks. You are my fiancé. Yet you couldn't wait to run into another man's arms. Do you, Ling Tian, take me for a fool?
Ling Tian, this is a misunderstanding.
The film was
Su
translated
Kinks.
and narrated by M Media.
Who do you love? Who do you sleep with? Doesn't matter to me. I, Ling Tian, will not marry a tainted woman, but for a beautiful woman. I still offer certain privileges. If you come crawling to me today and please me, this marriage might still happen.
You bastard.
Young Master Ling, let's go inside. This harlot standing here is bad luck.
Oh right. Su Kinks, when you've made up your mind, come talk to me.
What? Wait a moment. I'll be right there.
Stop. This is Su Group. Not a place for a penniless wretch like you. Get out.
I'm here to see Su Qingsu.
Get lost, or I'll make you regret it.
So many people come and go. Why can they go in? And I can't?
They're all in suits and TIs. High-class people. What are you?
You snobbish thing. No one can stop me, Ziwui, from going where I want. Nobody can stop me.
You looking for trouble? Help! Someone's causing trouble. Who's causing trouble? Him.
A mere ant dares to block my path.
CEO Su. This guy says he's here to see you, but he hurt our men for no reason.
Zhao Wai, what are you doing?
Nonsense. Distorting the facts. Just teaching him a lesson.
Zhao Wai, this is my company. I don't need you to manage my employees for me. Forget it. Come in with me. Zhao Wai, I told you to leave Jinqing. How did you find this place?
I, Ziwui, said, I would protect you for life. And I will.
You call this protecting me? Coming to my company and beating up my security
The
guards.
film was
I think you
translated
misunderstood.
and narrated
Actually,
by
I'm
M
not.
Media.
A disciple of the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. Do you know the Sword God Hall?
Of course, the Sword God Hall is the most mysterious power in our great Qin, And the sword god's swordsmanship is unparalleled throughout history, unmatched in the world.
Exactly. I'm the master of the sword god hall. The peerless sword god.
Zhao Waiyi, do you think I, Su Qingshui, am a fool? If you want to gain my trust, you don't need to tell such an easily exposed lie.
I'm not lying to you.
But the facts are right in front of me. You're only going to keep causing me trouble. Zhao Waiyi, if you are really master of the sword god, how could you, like a fool, be sent to my room? This card has 5 million. Didn't you swear you would protect me? Take this money and leave Jinqing forever. This is the best repayment you can give me.
Are you afraid of Ling Qian's revenge? Then I will destroy the Azure Dragon Sword Sect with one strike.
Zhao Waiyi. Sometimes, I really admire your acting. If you changed your attire, maybe someone would actually mistake you for master of the sword god hall. But you're right. Although I don't want to marry Ling Tian, I have no choice.
Su Qingsu. I said I would protect you for life. And I will. Since you don't want to marry that Ling Qian, I'll just slaughter the Azure Dragon Sword Sect.
Zhao Waiyi, let me go. At this point, you're still saying such things? You're truly hopeless.
Su Qingsu. Why don't we make a bet?
Bet on what?
In 3 days. If I can't destroy the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, I'll leave Jincheng and never return. But if, in 3 days, I destroy the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, you marry me.
If you can really do it, why wouldn't I marry you?
Good. It's a deal then. In 3 days, I will destroy the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, and you will marry me.
The film was translated
How
and
could I possibly have
narrated
hope
by
for
M Media.
a man like this now? It's ridiculous.
Greetings, Jianglan, chief of the Divine Dragon Guard, along with the 36 Tiangong of the Sword God Hall. Welcomes the return. Please take the Sword God token.
Meteorite Forge, Gold Inlaid Dragon Pattern. The last time this token was held was 100 years ago, right? Zhonglan, about the investigation into the Azure Dragon Sword Sect's movements. Are there any results?
The Azure Dragon Sword Sect will be holding a sword trial conference at Azure Dragon Mountain Manor in 3 days. Ling Tian, the Azure Dragon Sword Sect's chosen disciple, will be representing the Azure Dragon Sword Sect at the Su family tomorrow to complete the signing ceremony. At that time, various sects from the Southern Domain will send representatives.
Then spread the word that the Sword God Hall's master will visit the Su family tomorrow.
Hall Master, are you planning to take action against the Azure Dragon Sword Sect?
A trifling little sect like the Azure Dragon Sword Sect doesn't deserve my personal attention. Visiting the Su family is merely to deliver a grand gift to Miss Su.
I understand. I'll make the arrangements right away.
My Sword God Hall, in this mortal realm, has been silent for 100 years. It's time for a reminder. These sects and aristocratic families. Who exactly is the true master of this world? Su Family Villa.
Su Kings. My last proposal. Have you considered it?
You're dreaming.
Su Qingsu,
Liu Chan, stepmother.
don't be ungrateful. Master Genie fancies a damaged good like you. It's your blessing.
Liu Qian, today is my Su Corporation's signing ceremony with the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. I'm the Su Corporation's spokesperson. What are you to even sit here and speak such nonsense to me?
You, Su Qingsu, how dare you speak to my mother like that?
Shameless woman. If my father were here, you shameless thing would have been kicked out long ago.
Su Qingsu, you really think you're someone, don't you?
Master Lingtian is here.
Su Yu, Su family's eldest son.
And you still dare to be so presumptuous.
Interesting. Su Kings, you're the first to dare be so arrogant in front of me. Today, I'll say it again. If you please me, I might not break off this engagement.
Ling Tian, I advise you to give up this idea. If you don't marry me, you won't even touch a single finger of mine, even if the Su Corporation loses the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. as its backing. I don't care.
Are you threatening me, Azure Dragon Sword Sect? The #1 sect in the Southern Domain. No one dares to threaten me. In the Southern Domain, my Azure Dragon Sword Sect is the Heavens. A mere aristocratic family. Isn't even worthy of polishing my shoes. I'll just take you right here, and now. Who dares to say a word? Engagement and betrothal gifts is already me giving you, Su Kinks, enough face. Don't push it.
The 3 sect masters have arrived.
Consider yourself lucky. Today, that important person is also coming. The power behind that important person, even my Azure Dragon Sword Sect, is quite wary of. Your Su family must provide the highest standard of reception.
Important person.
Important person.
If it were just a signing ceremony, it wouldn't be worthy of having the 3 great sect masters of the Southern Domain present. Today's main event, from the start, was never about signing with your Su family.
Since Master Ling Tian values this person to grace our Su family with their presence, is our Su family's honor?
If we can obtain this
Film
person's
was
help,
translated and
my Azure
narrated
Dragon
by
Sword
M
Sect
Media.
can ascend to the heavens in one step and become the Southern Domain's, the preeminent Grand Sect. By then, your Su family could also become the foremost aristocratic family in the Southern Domain.
Su Yao, Su Yu, why aren't you hurrying to welcome that important figure? Xing Su, you best behave yourself. And don't provoke that important figure. Implicating our Su family?
Good. The Su family. Truly an eye-opening experience.
Hall Master, Southern Domain Supreme, Huo Nansen, wishes to offer the Southern Domain's secret treasure, only seeking your guidance.
Huo Nansen.
Indeed. During your secluded cultivation period, it has been Huo Nansen managing all affairs of the Southern Domain's cultivation world. He has been quite diligent.
Diligent, he is. But this Southern Domain, he hasn't managed it well.
Then subordinate will refuse him.
Forget it. Since he's so keen, then let him come. 10 minutes from now. I want to see him at the Su family signing ceremony, on site. Otherwise, Huo Nansen, will become infamous in the Southern Domain.
Understood, subordinate, but this signing ceremony has already begun for half an hour. Are you not entering yet?
Without this sovereign's presence, who would dare begin? Back then, I was ambushed by that Ling Tian, leaving me muddle-headed for 3 years. Today, I will let Ling Jia witness with his own eyes his prided sect annihilated by my single sword strike.
If only Hall Master would give the nod, this subordinate will immediately lead men to destroy that Azure Dragon Sword Sect.
No need. At the Sword Trial Convention 3 days from now, I will personally act. Today, we are here to give Su Qingsu a gift. Are the congratulatory gifts prepared?
The Dragon Guards are in position with the gifts, awaiting your command.
It's about time. Time for our entrance.
Yes.
Please present your invitation.
It's you.
Yao Yao. Do you know this person?
I haven't settled the score with you. For last time. I didn't expect you to. Come looking for trouble yourself. He is the fool who had an affair with Su Qingsu. Relying on his bit of cultivation, he dared to speak such nonsense, even injuring 2 of my Su family's guards.
Settle the score? I've said. If you weren't Su Qingsu's sister, do you think you'd be worthy of standing here speaking with me?
Kid, I advise you not to be too arrogant. Today is my Su family's signing ceremony with the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. Master Jianzi is currently at my Su family residence. Furthermore, there's also a mysterious important figure arriving. If you cause trouble at this time, that's suicide. Kid. I'll give you a chance. Kneel now. Apologize to our Yao Yao. And pay for your own treatment. And I'll spare your life.
Neil, you're not worthy.
I gave you a chance. If Master Jianzi finds out that you're having an affair with his fiancée, then your little life is probably over.
Originally, Ling Jie had 2 more days to live. But if he insists on seeking death, I don't mind sending him to 6 realms of reincarnation early.
You've got quite the nerve. You're just an ordinary disciple of the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, yet you dare insult Master Jian Yi? Kid, you've just walked into your own death.
Break his legs and throw him out of the Su family.
Do you know who he is? Where did you find this actor? Or did you take him as your kept man? I'm the second miss of the Su family. How dare you hit me? Insulting the master of the Sword God Hall is a punishable offense. Sword God Hall? Since when did my southern domain have such a sect? You dare spout such lies and act so presumptuously here?
Ignorant.
The Sword God Hall that woman mentioned does indeed exist.
What?
The Sword God Hall is the most mysterious power in the Great Qin. For thousands of years, it has held the top position among all sects. Even Huo Nansen, the supreme of the southern domain, can only bow down before such a colossal force. And I heard that the important person arriving today is from the Sword God Hall.
Su Yao. It seems not everyone in your Su family is as foolish and ignorant as you.
You.
Yao Yao, don't worry. Although, that important person is coming to the Su family today, it's definitely not this kid. Bringing some actor from who knows where and daring to impersonate an important figure from the Sword God Hall. Does he really think I, Suyu, am an idiot?
I'm actually your benefactor. If I hadn't picked you up on the side of the road that day, you'd still be a fool.
Ignorant fool. The Sword God token is here.
The Sword God token? Could he really be from the Sword God Hall?
Impossible. Wasn't he a fool before?
The gold inlaid dragon pattern. Just like in the rumors, this command token is genuine.
Zhao Waiyi, what are you doing here? Forget it, just come in with me.
Su Kinks, he is.
My guest, invited by me, Su Qingshui. Do I need to report to you?
Could he really be from the Sword God Hall?
Brother, are you confused?
I also find it strange.
The film was
This kid
translated
doesn't
and
look like a strong
narrated by
person.
M Media.
But that Sword God token, what's going on?
Sword God token. It must be fake.
Fake.
Yeah, think about it. If he really were from the Sword God Hall, such a high and mighty figure, how could he tolerate Su Qingsu? Treating him so rudely? He must be bluffing. Showing off.
You have a point. He's just a fool you picked up from the street,
Right.
transforming in just 2 days into a powerful figure. Anyone with a brain wouldn't believe such outlandish things.
So, we must have been intimidated by his aura, allowing him to escape.
Come on, let's follow them. Today is our Su family's most important day. Don't let that fool cause trouble in our Su family home.
Zhao Waiyi, don't go too far.
Chingsu, what do you mean by that?
You barged into my company and beat up my security guards, fine. But now you're causing trouble in my home. Do you know what day it is today?
I know, isn't it your signing ceremony with the Sword God Hall?
Good that you know. What? What nonsense are you talking about?
Did I say something wrong?
What Sword God Hall? Today is the Azure Dragon Sword Sex signing ceremony with my Su family. I was wondering why you were at the door, pretending to be from the Sword God Hall, even holding a fake token to fool people. So it was all an act, a fox borrowing the tiger's might. Zhao Waiyi, you kept saying you would protect me, but it turns out you were playing childish tricks.
Chingsu, I have never lied to you. That token is indeed the Sword God token, and I am indeed the master of the Sword God Hall. The peerless Sword God.
Zhao Waiyi, enough is enough. These childish tricks of yours might fool Su Yao and Su Yu, but can they fool Ling Tian? I'll tell you this. The Jianzi of the Azure Dragon sword set, Ling Tian, is right here in this banquet hall.
So what?
Zhao Waiyi, you are the one who was expelled from the Azure Dragon sword sect 3 years ago. Are you gambling on Ling Tian, not remembering a small fry like you?
I don't care if it's the Azure Dragon Sword sect or the Red Dragon Sword sect. Neither can withstand a single sword strike from me. Ziwui.
Zhao Waiyi, I'm truly fed up with you. You can seek your own death, but don't drag my Su family down with you.
Come, let's give this Oscar-worthy actor a round of applause. Shall we? Right, I have to admit, your acting is truly superb. You almost had me fooled.
Azure Dragon Sword Sect outcast. Shen family's abandoned son-in-law. Sister Chingsu, if you hadn't said anything, we really wouldn't have known his background.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at your arrogance.
The
Laughing
film
at her
was
ignorance.
Translated and narrated
so
by
scared.
M Media.
Believe it or not, I'll break your dog legs.
Su Yu, he is my invited guest. I'd like to see who dares touch him.
Su Kinks, are you sure you want to protect him?
I'm the heir of the Su family, with father critically ill and unconscious. I have the final say in this household.
Heir? Chingsu, I advise you to come to your senses. The only reason you're still in the Su family is because of your pretty face, which can please young Master Jian. If young Master Jian sees this adulterer of yours, what will it be like?
He will kneel before me.
The
Chingsu,
film was translated
your lover is quite
and
amusing.
narrated by M Media.
his talent for bullshitting is unmatched in all of the Southern Domain.
Zhao Waiyi, say less. Su Yu, you stand down too. I'm the head of the Su family.
He's nothing but an outcast from the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. He's not even worthy of carrying young Master Jian's shoes. What gives you the right to protect him like that? I understand. Did he perhaps please you so well that you can't bear to part with him? Who's making all this noise in the hall? What's going on here? Mother, they...
Yao.
What's wrong? Who hit you?
Mommy, this brat hit Yao Yao. He even threatened that if anyone disrespects him again, he will kill Yao Yao.
Xingsu, you ungrateful woman. Not only did you seduce a man outside, but you also brought him home. Our Su family disowns you as a daughter. How dare you hit me? Do you know who I am?
Zhang Lan. She is Su Kingsu's stepmother, and not blood related to Su Qingsu. Whatever. We are here to deliver a congratulatory gift. Making an exception once won't hurt.
Preposterous? Absolutely outrageous. This is my home, not a place for you to run wild. So Chingsu, you... Fine. You must give me an explanation for this.
Give you an explanation? How laughable. Like mother. Like daughter. You want me to give you an explanation, is that it? Fine. Today, both of you, listen carefully. She colluded with outsiders to devour the Su group, which is disloyalty. She caused her father's critical illness and coma, which is filial impiety. That day, at the hotel, her scheme was exposed, and she tried to harm me, which is inhumanity. She drugged Su Qingsu and caused her to lose her virginity, which is injustice. Your daughter is disloyal and filial, inhuman, and unjust. This is my explanation to you. I, Ziwui, follow cause and effect. Your daughter's actions are all self-inflicted.
Good. For so many years, this is the first time someone has bullied my Su family. You are so arrogant and reckless. Don't blame me for being
The film
ruthless.
was translated and narrated
Someone-
by M Media.
Today, none of you will leave my Su family. Laugh. I'd like to see if you can still laugh. After you see Master Jian Yi, you'll still be able to laugh. Follow me to the banquet hall. I want to ask Master Jian Yi to uphold justice for my Su family. Let's go.
Zhao Waiyi, you're in big trouble now. Even if Ling Tian comes, I can't protect you.
It doesn't matter. Even his father, even the Azure Dragon Sword Master himself, won't make a difference. You can only kneel and beg me.
You are truly hopeless.
Come in with me. I'll see about that. A mere swordsman. How much confidence can they have?
Master GNZ. Yao Yao, she was hit.
What?
Some random punk, after failing to pursue Su Kinks, came to my Su family to cause trouble. That man is arrogant and unrestrained. not only seriously injuring my Su family guards, but also hit my mother and Yao Yao.
Who is so bold? Today is our Azure Dragon Sword Sects and the Su family's signing ceremony. Causing trouble here. He really doesn't take my Azure Dragon Sword Sect and these 3 major sects seriously.
Master Jianyi. And he also said that if you met him,
Said,
that you would kneel before him. And even if your father, the Azure Dragon Sword Venerable, came, he would only beg for mercy from him.
what audacity! Across the entire southern domain, no one dares to disrespect me, the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. Where is he? Let's go see. I'll see. Who gave him the courage?
I myself. And the greatest confidence.
Where did this lunatic come from? In front of Master Jianyi, he dares to be so arrogant. In the southern domain, no one has ever dared to disrespect Master Jianyi.
Master Jianzi, it's him. He is Su Kingsu's lover she keeps outside.
It's you! It was you who injured Miss Su?
Ling Tian, listen to me. Today's matter is actually a misunderstanding.
Shut up, Su Kinks. I've given you enough face. Don't push it. Don't forget who your fiank is.
Chingsu, I, Ziwui, will keep my word. I will make sure that after today, no one in the entire southern domain will dare to touch you.
Laughable, I'll deal with you when we get back tonight. Kid, I'll ask you one more time. Did you injure Su Yao?
I was merely teaching a lesson. For the Su family. For Su Chingsu. To this cruel, immoral, unfaithful, and ungrateful to parents.
Good, good, good. You have courage. So I've decided to give you a chance today. If you kneel here, to everyone present, kowtow 3 times. I, Ling Tian, will spare your life today.
Is that so? I'll give you a chance to kneel before me. I will leave your corpse intact today.
Is this guy crazy? He really thinks he's someone. Even the Southern Domain Supreme, Huo Nansen, came here and wouldn't dare speak like this.
What are you? How dare you act presumptuously before me?
You still don't know who this lord is, do you? He is from the #1 sect in the southern domain, the Azure Dragon Sword Sect's Jianyi, Ling Tian.
My father, the Azure Dragon Sword Venerable, has already stepped into the deity transformation realm. In this southern domain, he is already invincible. And I have been immersed in the way of the sword for 30 years. I'm also one of the best in this southern domain. Today, even if it's Huo Nansen himself, he wouldn't be worthy of making me kneel.
Then is this enough qualification?
The Sword God's decree is here. Cultivators of the Great Shin. Why haven't you bowed down? What is the Sword God's decree? You don't even know this? That is the symbol of the Sword God Hall's Hall Master's identity. The Sword God Hall is the most mysterious power in our Great Shin. 10,000 years ago, it was already the head of all sects. That peerless Sword God of the Sword God Hall is only one step away from ascending to immortality. Since the Sword God's decree is in his hands, then he is the Hall Master of the Sword God Hall.
Zhao Wei, you're really not afraid of death, are you? You are nothing but the abandoned disciple of the Azure Dragon Sword Venerable, the Shen family's useless son-in-law. You actually dare to use a forged token to impersonate the peerless sword god here?
I was wondering why he looked so familiar. Isn't this that abandoned disciple of our Azure Dragon Sword sect, Xiao Wu Yi? Hey, are you here today to beg me to let you return to the Azure Dragon Sword sect?
I remember now. He is at least who was expelled from the Azure Dragon Sword sect all those years ago. I thought he was someone important. I didn't expect that in the end, he's just a jumping clown.
Xiao Wu Yi, you don't really think that you fooled me, do you? Everyone, I was fortunate enough to have been guided by the peerless sword god, and was granted his peerless sword intent. He even gave me his life-bound divine sword, the Dragon God Sword, remaining in our Azure Dragon Sword sect, serving as a treasured artifact. Unparalleled sword god is my esteemed mentor, Ling Tian. Without him, there would be no Ling Tian as I am today. Today, I am hosting this banquet. Not only to sign the agreement with the Su family, but also to welcome my mentor. And you, Xiao Wuyi, holding a counterfeit sword god token. Dare to impersonate the peerless
Film was
sword god? Do you really
translated
think
and
everyone here is a
narrated
fool?
by M Media.
Utterly ridiculous. Absolutely absurd.
Xiao Wei, your charade has already been exposed by Master GNZ. You still have the nerve to laugh? I see you have no shame.
Ling Qian, you claim I once mentored you. But I have no recollection of ever taking you as my disciple.
Everyone, look, this dead duck is still so stubborn.
Zhao Wei, you truly are. Someone who won't shed tears until they see the coffin. You should be grateful that Master Jianyu's mentor, the peerless sword god, isn't here. If he knew, you were using his name to deceive people, you wouldn't even know how you died.
Just him? He's not even worthy of having the sword god personally deal with him. Someone,
Ling Tian, what are you doing?
what I'm doing is none of your business. Xiao Wuyi impersonated the peerless sword god. Break his legs and drag him out.
The sword god hall's congratulatory gift has arrived. My sword god hall's congratulatory gift has arrived. Miss Su, please inspect them. They're all 9th grade divine artifacts. I recall the dragon tiger sex treasured artifact is only 6th grade. Such precious gifts. They're all for me.
Why do you think these gifts are for you?
They're not for me? Could it be? They're for that bitch Su Qingsu?
Miss Su, I was pressed for time, so I prepared these small gifts. I hope you won't mind.
These are all for me.
You mean you're the peerless sword god? These gifts are all from you?
Of course. Besides me, who among you could afford these gifts?
You pretentious braggart. If you could afford these gifts, why would you be expelled from the Azure Dragon Sword sect? If you could afford these gifts, why would you feign madness and marry into the Shen family, only to be kicked out in the end? If you could afford these gifts, why is your name not on the final inscription, Zhao Wei? I see. This gift
The
is
film
clearly
was
for my Yao Yao.
translated and narrated
My
by
Yao
M
Yao
Media.
and GNZ are a match made in heaven. Master GNZ is also the beloved disciple of the Peerless Sword God. This is from the Peerless Sword God to our Su family as a betrothal gift.
To be favored by Master Jian Yi is my Su Yao's greatest fortune.
Su Yao, you are truly shameless. I, Su Qingshui, may not want to marry Ling Tian, but our engagement has not been broken. Su Yao, you and my fiancé are together, openly being a mistress. Speaking of shamelessness, who can compare to you?
Stop your lies. You have no proof. Su Kinks, from the moment you and Zhao Wuyi had your affair, our engagement was over. Otherwise, why would the peerless sword god give such a grand gift to Yao Yao today?
I finally understand. Su Kings, you are a disgrace to our family. You cheated first, and now you're trying to shift the blame and slander Yao Yao. You are truly vicious.
Nonsense.
The facts are clear. Do you still want to argue? Or are you saying that you doubt the peerless sword god sent this gift? That he sent it to the wrong person?
You're the ones lying, aren't you? Honestly, sometimes I truly admire you. You can be so shameless to this extent.
We're not like some people who, to fight over the family fortune, would stoop so low as to poison their own father. There were rumors that the Su family head was poisoned. So it's true. The Su family is a prestigious clan. How could they raise such an unfilial daughter?
Su Yao, don't slander me.
Don't worry. I'm here.
Zhao Wai, please stop interfering. This is a Su family matter. I will handle it myself.
Miss Su, how do you plan to handle this? Miss Su, please calm down. With the hallmaster here, those who insulted you tonight will not escape.
Su Yao, are you sure you want to take Miss Su Kingsu's gifts for yourself?
Zhao Yi, I advise you not to be stubborn. This is the betrothal gift, given to me by the peerless sword god. What does it have to do with you?
Fine, since you've decided to bear this karmic consequence, then later, don't regret it.
So, Xiao Wuyi, besides boasting and playing tricks? What else can you do?
Ling Jia, if I kill you with one sword stroke and send you to your next life without understanding, that would be letting you off too easily.
Just you? What are you? Just a discarded disciple of the Azure Dragon Sword sect. You think you can kill me?
Don't worry. I, Ziwui, always act according to karmic principles. 1 minute. In 1 minute, if no one comes to save you, then today, I'll have to trouble you to die.
Facing imminent disaster, still putting on an act? Zhao Wei, if you were to act in a comedy, the box office
The
would
film
surely
was
be high.
translated and narrated by M Media.
Fine. Let's wait 1 minute. Then, how will you continue this act? Xiao Wu Yi, stop struggling. Today, you disrupted my signing ceremony and insulted the peerless sword god only by killing you. Can I give an explanation to the sects of the Southern Domain and to the Sword God's Hall for the peerless sword god? Don't you all agree? Am I right?
Ling Jia, have you said enough of your last words?
Are you still stalling? Waiting for someone to save you? Let me tell you. Today, with me, Ling Tian, Ji and Yi of the Azure Dragon Sword Sect, present at the Su family, along with the 3 major sects of the Southern Domain, Purple Wind Pavilion, Dragon Tiger Sect, and Tai Zuan Sect. Today, even if the King of Heaven himself came, he couldn't save you. You will die here. I said.
3, 2, 1.
The Southern Domain Supreme, Huo Nansen, arrives.
That's our southern domains. Big shot. Even if the Azure Dragon Sword Sovereign came, he would still have to show him some respect. It was just a signing ceremony. It unexpectedly attracted such a powerful figure.
Master Huo.
Master Huo. Master Huo.
Master Huo.
Master Huo, you. Xiao Wu Yi, even the Southern Domain Venerable has come. I'll see how much longer you can live.
What's going on?
Master Huo, today was originally a signing ceremony with the Su family. This kid came uninvited, not only injuring the Su family guards, but also injuring the Su family's young miss.
Is that so?
This kid is extremely arrogant, holding a forged token. He repeatedly insulted my father, and even insulted Master of the Sword God Hall. Kid, you still want to falsely claim the betrothal gift sent by Master of the Sword God Hall. Truly arrogant. Today, his crimes are punishable by death.
If we let this kid continue to act recklessly, he'll offend that person. Then the entire Southern Domain will suffer the consequences. Good. I didn't expect a small signing ceremony to be made so exciting by you. You've got some nerve.
Master Huo, you don't know. This Xiao Wu Yi was originally a discarded disciple of my Azure Dragon Sword sect. It's because he cultivated for many years, but made no progress, that he was expelled. Fortunately, I'm acquainted with the peerless sword god. It was thanks to his guidance that I recognized him. Otherwise, he would have forged a token today, and even hired 2 actors. Could it be that he really fooled us? Xiao Wu Yi, Master Huo is here today. Why aren't you kneeling and kowtow to admit your mistake? You might still be spared.
Xiao Waiyi, Master who is the Southern Domain Venerable. Quickly apologize. You might still have a chance.
Apologize, I think. He's the one who should be kneeling and apologizing.
Zhao Wei, I think you've completely lost your mind. You even dare to offend Master Huo. Let's stay away from him.
Zewi, you're courting death. You've angered Master Huo. Don't implicate our Su family.
Today you have offended everyone present, giving you a chance to live. You don't leave. You insist on walking the path of death. No one's stopping you.
Ridiculous. Ling Jia, you should thank Master Huo. If it weren't for his arrival, I'm afraid you were already dead long ago.
What do you mean?
Huo Nansen. Upon seeing the seat, why don't you bow?
You brat. Are you crazy?
He's not only disrespectful to Master GNZ, he even disrespects Master Huo.
Offended Master Huo. You're dead.
Huo Nansen of the Southern Domain, paying respects to Master of the Sword God.
What, Master Huo? Why are you doing this? He is just the Azure Dragon Sword sect's abandoned disciple.
The film
That's
was
all.
Shut up.
translated and
Ling Jia,
narrated
he is
by
your
M
lifesaver.
Media.
Huo Nansen, if you were a second later, this Ling Jia would be a corpse.
Huo Nansen of the Southern Domain arrives late. I hope. The sword god forgive me.
How could this be?
What's going on? The Southern Domain Supreme is actually apologizing to him.
Master Huo, what are you saying? You're not late at all. Master Huo is busy. Even if you come to see me, you're always on time. Zhang Lan said that these years, you've been dedicated. She's absolutely right.
Sword god, please forgive me.
Forgive me. You, Southern Domain Supreme, what crime have you committed? Is it a crime that your clothes are neat? Or is it a crime that you arrived in a luxury car? Or is it a crime that you didn't kneel before me?
Sword god, I
Asked you to see me. And you made such a grand entrance. You, Huo Nansen, are getting more and more impressive. Now that you're before me, not only do you not kneel, but you tolerate a mere GNZ speaking so presumptuously. What? Do you find this amusing? Or is it that after 100 years, in your eyes, Huo Nansen, one no longer exists?
No. This subordinate wouldn't dare.
I don't kill you, because the object comes first. I don't want to accumulate too much karma. But, if you don't give me a satisfactory answer today, their karma will fall upon your head.
Yes, I understand.
Rise. You know what to do.
Don't listen to his nonsense. He is just my Azure Dragon Sword sect's abandoned disciple, that's all.
I told you to shut up.
Huo Nansen. If someone stole the Sword God Hall's congratulatory gift, how do you think this karmic debt should be settled?
Of course. They should be expelled from the Southern Domain.
What? No. These congratulatory gifts are all given to me by the peerless sword god. Adulterous and immoral. A shameless woman. You're in Ling Tian's sordid affairs. Who doesn't know in the entire Southern Domain? Do you really think the peerless sword god doesn't know your dirty little secrets? The reason no one has exposed you is simply because the sects of the Southern Domain have feared your Azure Dragon Sword sect for generations. Why don't you take a look in the mirror and see what you are? The peerless sword god's congratulatory gift. You are worthy of receiving it?
Huo Nansen, did you hear that?
Yes, the peerless sword god's gift. How could it be given to a woman without any virtue like you? Anyone who embezzles the Sword God Hall's congratulatory gifts will be expelled from the Southern Domain.
What?
What? Expelled from the Southern Domain? No. Yes. It's her. It's Su King's. She stole the Sword God Hall's congratulatory gift. It has nothing to do with our Su family.
Yes, yes. It's all Su Kingsu's fault. That bitch. She offended the Sword God Hall.
In order to seize the inheritance, Su King's, he didn't hesitate to poison and murdered her own parents. Morally depraved, rebellious, and outrageous, she is no longer a member of our Su family.
Yes.
That's good. Huo Nansen, the Su family had just saw it. That Miss Su will be expelled from the Su family. Su Qingsu now has nothing to do with the Su family. This karmic debt, you can settle it with the Su family.
Zhao Waiyi.
Zhao Wei, what do you mean? Understood. Understood from today onwards. All sects and families in the Southern Domain will cease cooperation with the Su family. Cut off all of the Su family's livelihoods. In the Southern Domain, anyone who dares to help the Su family is my Huo Nansen's enemy.
No, Master Huo. You can't do this.
It was Su King's, and that Zhao Wei dared to insult the peerless Sword God before. Also stole the congratulatory gift from Sword God Hall. This has nothing to do with my Su family. Miss Su, you are a valued guest of our Sword God Hall. You and your Su group. I, Huo, will definitely give my full support. From today onwards. Whoever disrespects Miss Su
The
is
film was
disrespecting me.
translated
Huo Nansen.
and narrated by M.
Remember
Media.
that, Master Huo. What do you mean by this?
It was clearly Su Qingsu who stole Sword God Hall's congratulatory gift. You're actually going to support him?
Huo Nansen. I call you Supreme. But you really think you are the master of the Southern Domain?
Master Jian Yi. Huo Nansen has gone mad. He's actually helping that Zhao Wuyi and wants to remove my Su family from the Southern Domain.
What? Huo Nansen. I think you're getting senile. What is he? He's worth you kneeling for him?
Why did you hit him?
Why? Because he insulted the Sword God Hall's master and disrespected the War God. Even if his father came today, he couldn't save him
Master Huo speaks outrageous words, insulting the peerless sword god. It was clearly Zhao Wuyi.
Master Huo, you mustn't be fooled by that Zhao Wei. He's nothing but the abandoned son of the Azure Dragon Sword sect, the Shen family's useless son-in-law. Yet he repeatedly insults the peerless sword god. Abandoned son, useless son-in-law, that's right. The Master Sword God is also someone you can slander. That master can open the heavenly gate with a single sword strike. 100 years ago, he was already at the peak of the Saint Realm, only a step away from ascending to immortality.
All right. The peerless sword god you speak of is a thing of the past. He's not as good as me.
Hull Master, does this mean that he has already reached the sword god realm?
Did you all hear that? This Xiao Wuyi actually said the peerless sword god is not as good as him.
Huo Nansen, this kid, in front of everyone, insulted the peerless sword god. You're not still going to defend him, are you? Today, the sword god Hall's master, the legendary peerless sword god, will personally attend the signing ceremony. If you continue to let that kid act recklessly and offend that master, the entire southern domain will suffer the consequences. Huo Nansen, I don't care who that kid is to you, but today, just because you are a southern domain supreme, doesn't mean you can protect him.
Xiao Wuyi, peerless sword god, is already the #1 person in my great kin. What are you? You actually said he is inferior to you.
If we're talking about status, you don't even have the right to speak in front of me.
Xiao Wuyi, you are courting death.
Impudence. In front of the southern domain supreme, you dare to make a move?
Huo Nansen, you actually want to protect him? Then I can't be blamed.
What? 7th grade Saint Dragon Pill.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
I, Ling Tian, have cultivated for over 30 years. And am also one of the top cultivation prodigies in the southern domain. Today, I will kill him. Who can stop me?
Stand down. Kneel. Not even at the deity transformation realm by 30. Relying on pills for a temporary breakthrough. He also deserves to be called a genius. I, Ziwui, am a man of my word. If Ling Jia kneels and begs for mercy today, I will spare his life.
Is he really the peerless sword god?
You kneel before me now, and I might spare your lives.
Zhao Wei. Don't be too impudent. Our Su family is a partner of the Azure Dragon Sword sect. You've already injured the young sword master. Azure Dragon Sword Sovereign will definitely not let you go.
That's right, Zhao Wuyi. You can't touch us.
You just have some martial power. In this southern domain, the Azure Dragon Sword sect is the heavens sect master. Azure Dragon Sword Sovereign is invincible in the southern domain. You've already injured Ling Xiang. If you continue to be stubborn and attack my Su family, then you will truly have only death awaiting you.
Good. I hope you remember what you did today. Huo Nansen,
Master,
remove the Su family from the southern domain. Cut off their livelihood. You said it yourself. You're not joking, right?
of course, I'm not joking. In the southern domain, anyone who dares to help the Su family is my enemy, Huo Nansen.
Good. I'll leave the aftermath to you.
Yes. Someone, drag that dead dog out for me.
Chingsu. Let's go. Return these gifts to the Su Corporation.
Yes. You'd better get out of the southern domain tonight. The southern domain cannot tolerate you fools.
John Lan.
Yes.
Make sure you take Miss Su home.
Understood.
Come out.
Huo Nansen of the Southern Domain, paying respects to the Hall Master. I beg the Hall Master's forgiveness.
Forget it. You, Huo Nansen, have managed the Southern Domain for many years. You have at least put in the effort, even if you haven't achieved much. Let today's matter be considered a redemption for your past deeds.
Thank you, Master. Hall Master, please get in the car. Damn it. That Zhao Wei ruined my Su family's signing ceremony, and he just walked away like that.
It's all Su King Su's fault. She made my Su family lose face in front of so many sects and aristocratic families. What a disgrace. Don't leave. Stay for dinner. Your Su family has already been expelled from the Southern Domain. Who would still eat at your house? You family of jinxes. Whoever gets close to you suffers misfortune. Now that you're here,
How dare you speak to us like that? Get out. Get out now. Damn it. Just a discarded disciple of Azure Dragon Sword Venerable, the abandoned son-in-law of the Shen family, relying on a bit of cultivation, running wild over my Su family. I think he's just bluffing, only daring to show off in front of our Su family. If he's really more powerful than the Peerless Sword God, then why didn't he directly kill the Azure Dragon Sword sect and come to my Su family to find a sense of presence? I'm telling you, Su Kinks, how could she fall for him? Surely, this Huo Nansen and Zhao Wei have known each other for a long time. Su Kinks wants to cling to Huo Nansen. So that's why today's drama happened.
you mean... What happened today? Was all orchestrated by Zhao Wuyi.
Yes. And no.
Hey bro, tell me quickly. What the hell is going on?
That Zhao Wei does have some luck and has obtained some opportunities, but in the end, he's still the Azure Dragon Sword Master's waste disciple. How could he be stronger than the Azure Dragon Sword Master? But just by pretending to be the Peerless Sword God, even the Azure Dragon Sword Master would be apprehensive and unwilling to pursue the matter.
You're right. This peerless sword god hasn't appeared in 100 years. So who would recognize him? That Zhao Wuyi must have taken advantage of this to plan this whole drama.
Forging tokens, bluffing. Zhao Wei's plan was well executed, but unfortunately, he didn't anticipate Master Jianzi being the Peerless Sword God's disciple. So Zhao Wei's identity was exposed in public. Helplessly, he resorted to using Master Huo's power to suppress
The film
Master
was
Jianzi,
translated and
but he also
narrated by M Media.
made a deep enemy of the Azure Dragon Sword sect. Eldest young master, second young miss.
What? Why are you so panicked? What happened?
That important person from the Sword God Hall just sent a message across 1,000 miles, saying he won't be attending tonight's banquet. Still talking today. He will pursue it to the end. I told you so. Zhao Wei this time is in big trouble. He not only offended the Azure Dragon Sword sect, but also the Sword God Hall, that peerless master.
Peerless sword god master must be dissatisfied that the precious congratulatory gift was stolen. That's why he's furious. So that means that bastard Zhao Wuyi is about to be finished.
Not just him, but also Su Kinks and Huo Nansen. Today, those who have offended our Su family will not escape. Hall Master,
Tell me, what is it you seek?
Hall Master, have you already broken through to the Sword God realm?
Your chef feels ethereal. Your swordsmanship, profound. I once thought the Saint realm was the pinnacle of cultivation, but I never imagined that upon truly stepping into the sword immortal realm, I would discover such a chasm between immortals and mortals.
Huo Nansen dares to request some guidance from the Sword God. To receive your instruction is worth more than 10 years of cultivation.
The path to immortality is open. The worldly matters bind me like ropes. They pull at me. Only by settling these matters can I truly ascend. Ascend to the immortal realm, Huo Nansen. If you inherit this karmic cause of mine, then you must repay me with a karmic effect.
Hall Master, speak your request. I, Huo Nansen, will give my life for it. I will not hesitate.
Soon, I will ascend to the immortal realm. I want you, from now on, to devote all your efforts to assisting Miss Su Chingsu and help her become the new ruler of the Southern Domain.
That Miss Su from today? What exactly is her relationship with you, Hall Master?
It's been 100 years. You're becoming less and less disciplined. Huo Nonsen, you are not worthy of knowing my affairs.
Yes, I deserve death.
You only need to know that Miss Su Chingsu is the greatest karmic connection of my life. That is enough.
I understand. I vow to serve Miss Su Kinks as the ruler of the Southern Domain. The bottleneck that has plagued me for a century has been so easily broken through. I've stepped into the Dao Ancestor realm. My swordsmanship has also reached its peak.
Your talent can only withstand this amount of enlightenment. This level of cultivation is nothing to me, but it is your limit.
Thank you, Hall Master, for such great kindness. I, Huo Nansen, have nothing to repay you with.
It is merely karma. Remember your promise. If you break your word, even from the immortal realm, I can cleave heaven and earth with a single sword strike and take your life.
Please rest assured, Hall Master, if anyone dares to harm Miss Su Kinks, they will have to step over my corpse first.
Very well.
Hey, Hall Master, wait. I have one more thing to report.
Speak.
The Azure Dragon Sword Sect will hold their decennial sword trial conference. The day after tomorrow, they will offer sacrifices to the Dragon God Sword at the Linxio Pavilion in Azure Dragon Mountain Manor. The 7 major sects of the Southern Domain will all be present.
Dragon God Sword.
The film
Although
was
I have reached the pinnacle of the sword
translated
god
and
realm
narrated by
and can create a sword with a single thought, annihilating 10,000 deities, this Dragon God Sword has been my companion for 100 years.
Hall Master, you don't know that Azure Dragon Sword Master claimed the Dragon God Sword was a divine sword bestowed upon him by immortals. He actually took the Dragon God Sword as his own and declared that it belonged to the Azure Dragon Sword sect as their treasured artifact. It's truly shameless.
I've long witnessed the shamelessness of the Azure Dragon Sword sect. If it weren't for that Ling Jia ambushing me while I was in a critical breakthrough stage, causing me to be mentally incapacitated for 3 years.
Hall Master, I simply cannot accept that the Dragon God Sword is being defiled by such a villain. As long as you give the nod, Hall Master, I will immediately attack the Azure Dragon Sword sect and retrieve the Dragon God Sword for you.
No need. I still have some unfinished business with the Azure Dragon Sword sect.
So you mean?
Spread the word. In 3 days, I will personally oversee the sword trial assembly. I, Ziwui, always act with propriety. Before annihilating the Azure Dragon Sword sect, I still need to give them a heads up.
Understood. I'll go make the arrangements.
Hallmaster, that Ling Tan today offended you repeatedly. Why didn't you just kill him?
Wouldn't sending him into the 6 realms of reincarnation now be too lenient? I want him to witness firsthand the destruction of his beloved Azure Dragon Sword sect. By my hand. Only then will his karmic debt be repaid.
By the way, Hallmaster, there are rumors circulating that you will appear at the Azure Dragon Sword Sect's Sword Trial Assembly in 3 days.
This news was spread by my orders through Huo Nonsen. The Sword God Hall has been quiet for many years. Many have forgotten who the true ruler of this world is.
You intend to make an example of them.
Each of the 36 heavenly dippers of my Sword God Hall is a half-saint expert. And this is merely 1/10 of my Sword God Hall's fighting force, while in contrast, the supreme elders of the top sects are just a few deity transformation realm cultivators, with barely any ancestor realm experts. Calling them chickens is an overstatement. They are nothing but ants.
So, Hallmaster, your move?
Zhang Lan, you have entered sainthood and are not far from ascending to immortality. The greatest obstacle on the path to immortality is the unresolved karma of the mortal world. My actions are meant to settle my karmic debts.
You're referring to Miss Su Chingsu.
Indeed, I'm doing this to congratulate Su Chingsu and fulfill my promise. I will not only go to the Azure Dragon Sword Sect's Sword Trial Tournament, I still want to, in the name of the Su Corporation, inform the participating sects. Arrive at the Su Corporation at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Discuss cooperation matters.
Huo Nansen, The news of assisting Su Qingsu has now spread throughout the southern domains. Cultivation world, these 9 major sects acknowledge Su Qingsu will appear on time tomorrow.
If they are late or absent, then I'm afraid they will disappear from the southern domain.
You old fool. A mere forbidden secret art. You wouldn't even teach me. Having your cultivation absorbed and dying is your own fault.
The film was translated and
Congratulations,
narrated by
Sword
M
Master,
Media.
on breaking through to the Dao Ancestor Realm.
Tomorrow's sword trial tournament. If Xiaowei dares to come, I will make sure he doesn't leave.
Qingsu, today is our wedding day. I will give you a big gift.
Zhao Waiyi, are you really not worried at all? What you are about to face is the Azure Dragon Sword Sect. That's the entire southern domain's strongest power.
What the Azure Dragon Sword sect is about Two-Face is the ruler of this world.
Forget it. I'll join you in this madness. If we can end things with a bang, it wouldn't be a wasted life.
It's their honor to die by my sword, to have such a grand exit in this life. They should thank me for my great kindness.
Xiao Wei, you really aren't afraid of death. You actually dared to chase me too. This sword trial tournament.
Sister Qingsu. It's been a while. Why do you look unhappy to see me? I guess you're wondering how Huo Nansen clearly removed my Su family from the southern domain. Why are we still able to appear at the sword trial tournament?
I'm just too lazy to crush each of you ants one by one, so I'll take this opportunity to catch you all in one go.
Talk about being stubborn. You, Zhao Wei, are considered the #1 person in the southern domain.
I let you escape at the last signing ceremony. But you dare to chase me here. You probably don't know, do you? The peerless sword god is furious because you stole his congratulatory gift, and he said he would take this matter, chase them to the end. As luck would have it, today, he's right here.
You who climbed the ranks by selling your body, you piece of trash. How dare you bark here? Su Qingsu, you dare to hit me?
This slap is for insulting my fiancé. This slap is for your despicable and shameless framing of your own kin.
You?
This slap is for your disloyalty and unfilial behavior, causing my father to fall gravely ill.
Su Kinks, you're utterly lawless. This is the Azure Dragon Sword set, not a place for your wild antics.
Get out.
The film was
Zhao Wei,
translated
you.
and narrated by M Media.
I won't kill you now, but I want you to die understanding. Open your dog eyes wide and see how the Su family vanishes from the southern domain and how the Azure Dragon Sword sect is destroyed by my single sword strike.
Today is our Azure Dragon Sword sect's decennial sword trial assembly. On behalf of the Azure Dragon Sword sect, I welcome you all. My father is unwell today, so I will be presiding over this sword trial assembly. You dare to stand before me and not kneel?
The Sword Master is here. How dare you not kneel? Are you courting death?
Ling Jia, you see me. Why don't you kneel down?
Zhao Wuyi, you really came.
Ling Jia, was I not ruthless enough last time? You still dare to speak to me like this, in my presence? Can you withstand
The chorus of 10,000 swords? Then try bowing and see if I can withstand it.
Fine. Ziwei bows before you. How about it, Ling Jia? Do you still dare to accept my bow? Ling Jia, how is it that I haven't even bowed yet? And you can't withstand it?
Nonsense. That sword intent just now was clearly the peerless sword god's test for me.
You're truly stubborn.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Ling Jia. Do you need me to bow again?
The peerless sword god just transmitted his divine thought to me. That sword intent was too powerful. I almost couldn't withstand it. The divine
The
thought
film
just
was
now
translated
told me
and narrated by
to
M
commence the
Media.
sword offering ceremony and offer sacrifices to the dragon god sword.
But Sword Master, what about Zhao Wei?
That insignificant ant. I'll deal with him sooner or later. Commence the sword offering ceremony first. Don't provoke. The peerless sword god.
Understood. Offer sacrifices to the Dragon God Sword.
What? What's happening? The dragon god sword hasn't been touched. How can there be a dragon's roar?
Why? Of course, the master of the Dragon God Sword has arrived.
Ling Jian greets the peerless sword god.
Idiot.
Zhao Wu Yi. The peerless sword god has arrived. Why haven't you knelt down yet?
Ling Jia, you can't even see the sky here. How did you know? The peerless sword god has arrived.
What do you mean?
You're right about that. However, it's not the heavens you should worship, but me.
Zhao Wu Yi, what do you mean?
Because I am the peerless sword god.
Zhao Wei, are you crazy? The Sword God has already arrived. You still dare to impersonate him?
Zhao Wu Yi, you stole the peerless sword god's congratulatory gift and ruined my ceremony. How could the peerless sword god not be angry?
I said, I'm the peerless sword god. And it's you who angered me.
Scoundrel! How dare you insult the peerless sword god? I, Ling Tian, will kill you again.
Ling Jia. Is this all the strength you have?
Impossible.
What's impossible about it? A mere Da ancestor realm ant wants to hurt me too.
No. This must be evil.
Sword come.
Sword cry nine heavens. Eternal peerless.
How is this possible? Your swordsmanship talent.
The
How could
film
it be
was
stronger than mine?
translated and narrated
Why?
by M Media.
I told you the answer a long time ago. Because I am the master of the Dragon God Sword. Tearless Sword God. Ling Chia, 3 years ago. I was in closed-door cultivation. And you ambushed me. Making me foolish. For 3 whole years. You have truly shamed your supreme ancestor. Ling Chia. Today I will sever this karmic connection.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
You are not the peerless sword god.
Zhao Wu Yi. Even if you are the peerless sword god. Today, I, Ling Tian, will kill you. After 100 years, my divine realm heavenly demon has returned.
I said this aura felt so familiar. So it was you. Outer realm heavenly demon.
Zhao Wu Yi. You were the one who killed me 100 years ago. This time, I won't lose to you again.
You escaped with your soul body back then. I ordered the Sword God Hall to search for you for 100 years. Unexpectedly, you came here to die yourself.
I cultivated evil techniques for 100 years. Waiting for this day. Xiao Wu Yi. Die.
That's it.
What? You've broken through to the Sword God realm?
The disparity in realm isn't something your wicked arts can compare to. Outer Realm Devil, this venerable one today will annihilate your soul.
I'm not resigned.
The film was translated and
The Outer Realm
narrated by
Devil
M.
is extinguished.
Media.
The Azure Dragon Sword sect has fallen. This venerable one's karmic ties in the mortal realm are all settled. Qingsu, Zhonglan will protect you for life. We will meet in the immortal realm.